Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about kids because I feel like kids is a topic that comes up a lot for straight people. It's a topic that a lot of couples talk about. LGBT couples obviously talk about it too, but I feel like in the minds of society, kids is something that is synonymous to straight people. And that's weird. That shouldn't be a thing. Specifically, I wanted to talk about whether I want kids or not and my opinions on kids and just my whole stand on that thing of children. To start off, do I want kids? No. I have known this since I was very little, but I just didn't have the guts to say it because I didn't want to risk seeming like a psychopath. Because before I came out, I feel like it's a norm for straight girls to be like, oh yeah, I can't wait to have kids one day, and you know, I can't wait to be a mum, and I can't wait to have a little baby, and I totally understand that. And for a lot of girls, that is the dream. I have so many friends whose dream in life is to be a mum. That's amazing. If you want to have little babies, go for it, you know what I mean? But don't make me seem less than or like a borderline psychopath for not wanting kids. But younger me, before I came out, used to always just say, yeah, I want kids. Why not? Because I felt like that's the only way I could like get past that conversation. So I always used to say, yeah, I want 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. Even though deep down I knew if I had it my way, I wouldn't have kids at all. Fast forward, I came out and the questions started being asked less to me. Less people were like, oh, do you want to have kids? It just became not a huge thing. And I think it's because being, you know, a lesbian, people don't expect you to worry about kids or have kids on the forefront of your mind, which is weird because gay couples can have kids. There are many ways to have kids that gay couples can very well partake in and have a baby. But for me, it wasn't that fact at all. It wasn't the whole biological thing of like, oh, you know, kids. That wasn't the issue. For me, the scary part of kids is literally not the pregnancy. I feel like the 9 months of getting pregnant and just eating whatever the heck I want and getting fat, that sounds amazing to me. But after the baby is brought into the world, the nurturing, the growing, the teaching your kids morals, the teaching your kids good habits and like making sure that they become good citizens of the earth. I don't know. But all that stuff, I feel like it's so intimidating, nerve-wracking, scary, and just downright not for me. And I mean, how do I know this? Because I know I'm not very motherly. Take my mum, for example, right? I swear, sorry, I just need to get a bit comfortable, but I swear that woman was born to have kids. And she really was, because she is such an amazing mother. I don't know how she does it, but she is like, she just seems to just know everything about everything. Like, I can't imagine having another mum because she just seems to tick all the boxes so perfectly that I just, every other person, every other mum, I'm like, you're not doing as good of a job as my mum. You know what I mean? It's a bit biased, but she's definitely one of those people who I think was born to have kids. You know, like it's something she's always wanted. She loves kids, and you can tell that she's so into kids because she literally, if there are babies around, babies just take a warming to her. She likes being around kids. She's able to make literally any child feel so comfortable. I don't understand. Right? Me, on the other hand, if I'm at a family gathering where there happens to be a baby of some sort, and let's say the mum comes up to me and is like, oh my God, do you want to hold her? Would you like to hold her? No, I don't want to hold her. I don't. And if I do hold her, I hold her like this and I'm like, and then my mum's like, oh, mucho dedo, saying, here, give it to me, give her to me, give her to me. And see what I mean? Like, it's so awkward. I don't know how to interact with kids. And you know how some people, they're just like in it. They start doing the baby talk and they're just like, yes, baby, cute. I need to talk to baby. No, I don't know how to do that either. If there is a baby around, I'll just be like, oh, so cute. Going about the rest of my day. And I've also realized this because my 13-year-old brother is just great with kids. I don't understand what it is. It's me. I'm the weird one in the family because my mum's great with kids. My brother's great with kids. My brother, it's surprising because he's 13-year-old. He's 13 years old. Me at 13, you hand me a baby, I'd probably hold it like this. I'd be like, oh, what the hell? No. But him at 13, he just seems to know. It's weird. It's really weird. And that's when I realized I don't have that like instinct that people have, that like caring instinct. That being said, I'm very caring on other situations. Like in other situations, I have everything covered. Like in terms of like every time I go out somewhere, I always carry a bag, and that bag always has band-aids, it has painkillers, it will usually have pads or tampons depending on what I have, even though I don't use them because reusable period products all the way. But I usually carry everything so as to be totally comfortable myself. And so if I'm around people who don't have something, if someone got their period last minute, then I have like a pad, here you go. I have painkillers, here you go, feel better. You know, that's what I do. That's the type of person I am. But that being said, I'm very caring in other aspects of my life, but the aspect of having kids, I don't think I'm that kind of caring just yet. You know, I don't really know how else to put it. Or like, I think it's the fact that I'm not prepared to look after something else that isn't a furry animal, like a dog or a cat. Because in my opinion, instead of having a kid, I'd rather have another cat. I already have a cat, but I'd rather get another one. Or I'd rather get a puppy. Like, kids, I don't understand, you know? But that being said, a lot of my friends have baby fever. They totally have. They send me like videos of babies and they'll just be like, look at her, isn't she so cute? Oh my god, I can't wait. Like, chill out, girl, you don't even have a boyfriend. Who are you making these babies with? I have a lot of friends who just want babies. Fair. That's not me. It's not me. And I mean, I would definitely talk to my girlfriend about it and be like, hey, do you want kids? No? Perfect. Yes? This is not gonna work. Sorry. But yeah, and I've told people this. I've told people that, look, I don't think I ever want kids. And their first instinct is, wait, never ever? Yeah, never means never ever. I don't think I ever want kids. And I always say I don't think because, again, people change. Anything can happen, right? Literally anything can happen. I can wake up one day and just be like, yes, I want to push a baby out of my vagina. You know, I could wake up with that thought one day. Or I could not. And when people ask me, wait, so what if you really do want a baby? Like later on and it's too late. Too late? I don't think there's such thing as too late because I already have a plan B and a plan C planned in my brain. And I've discussed this with people, you know, I've brought it up. But essentially, when people are like, oh, you'll change your mind, you'll be like 30 and you probably want kids. Like, wait till your 30s. Once you're 30, you'll want kids. It's like the clock telling you, like, now I'm ready to have kids. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'd want to adopt because I don't think there's any need to bring more biological babies into the world when there are already babies and kids who don't have a home, who like need to be looked after and they don't have anyone for them in the world. So I would much rather just adopt. You know, if I'm 35 or something and I want kids, I'll adopt. That's fine, not an issue. But then people are like, oh, but then you'll hit like a phase when you really just want your own biological kids. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'll just freeze my eggs at 25 and then I can have biological kids at freaking 50 for all I care. I don't know. But it's like, I have all the ideas planned out, you know? Like, I'll freeze my eggs at 25 regardless, because if I am like 40 and I'm like, oh, I really want to give birth to a kid, my kid, I doubt that will happen. But if that is what goes through my brain at 40, then I will have my eggs frozen, still healthy, still good. They're not going to be deteriorating with my body. But I don't think I would ever resort to that option. In fact, in my brain, I'm like, can I donate my eggs to like other women who have fertility issues, who actually want their own biological babies. Like, take my eggs, please, just take it. I'm very, like, that's not something that I really focus on. If I really want kids, I'll just adopt. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my coffee. It's iced coffee. I kept it in this so it doesn't melt, but it's very nice. But yeah, like, if I want kids, I will just adopt, because I think adoption is so important in the world. There are too many kids out there who just don't have good homes, and just, that's all they want, right? Like a home with people who care about them, which is so sweet. And for all the people who are like, oh, I just want to have a biological kid, if you can't love an adopted kid like your own, and you feel that the only way you can love a kid genuinely is if they're your own kid, I don't think you're right to have kids. I don't think you should have kids. That being said, I think the government, this is a big claim, but I think there should be a license. Like, here, to own a gun, you need to have a license. Basically to be like, hey, I'm okay to keep this gun. I'm not going to do anything wacko with it. You know, I think you should undergo and own a license to have kids, because kids is a big deal, and kids is something, it's literally life altering. And for some people it's good. It helps them out for the better, I understand. And for other people, why is postnatal depression a thing? Because some women come out of birth and they just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like there should be some type of license to be like, yes, I'm fully qualified to have a baby. Yes, I'm fully okay to have a child. I don't know. There should be some type of license to be like, yep, she's good. She can have a kid now. You know, I don't know. But I just have such strong views on kids. And I work as a dental assistant, right? Part-time. So whenever I'm at the clinic, now I understand the dentist isn't exactly a place where kids want to go. And I understand it's not really the place, and you're not necessarily going to get the cutest, most well-behaved kids at the dentist because they're scared, rightfully so. Every time, if there's a very particularly well-mannered kid who's just very sweet, then I'll be like, oh, well, that's pretty cute. But a lot of the times, the kids are absolute nincompoops, and I'm just like, why? Ew. Like, I don't know, I just, it's that instinct, right? I just don't have it. I don't see kids the way other people see kids. And the reason why I mainly wanted to make this video was just to be like, if you feel the same way about kids, you're not alone, because I understand it's scary. Kids are scary. It's a whole, like, human that you're, well, first of all, producing in your womb. If you're having a biological kid, it's like, oh, you're growing a whole ass human, and then once the baby's out, it's like, great, now you're literally growing it again. It's just so, yeah, just not for me. And you know what, I am very, very okay. I mean, so annoyingly, amazingly okay with the idea of just being the cool auntie who shows up at birthday parties with the best gift, you know? Like, my girlfriend and I will just go to parties and be like, hi, happy birthday, little bubby. Pat, pat, here's your gift. Done. Done. I don't want to take the kid home with me. You know, I'm okay with seeing kids in, fuck the sun. I'm okay with seeing kids in little doses. And by little doses, I mean like maximum 5 hours. Maximum. And that's why I think I'd be perfect as the cool auntie who the kids like, who gives the best gifts and is a gay. Yeah. I want to be the cool gay auntie. And I've already made that decision with a lot of my friends. One of my friends was like, hey, you better give them the best gifts. I was like, yeah, for sure. I'll spend the money on your kids. That's not an issue. I just don't want kids of my own. I'm very happy coming around at family occasions, birthdays, and that's it. and then I prance out. After the party's over, obviously, and then I prance out with what? No kid in my hand. Also, I think traveling, right? I really want to travel, and I really want to travel with my partner. I want to do that. That is something I want to do. I don't want to have kids to fuck that whole plan up. You know, because traveling with kids is another thing. Kids in movie theaters, traveling with kids. I realize I'm sounding like kids are really not my cup of tea, and they're really not my cup of tea, and I wanted to make this just to be like, hey, if you also feel this strongly for kids, like, you're not alone. You're not a weirdo, and you're not a psychopath for thinking that kids are not necessarily the best things ever. That's all. I just don't care for that. Yeah. That's basically all I really wanted to talk about. I just wanted to put that out there. That because I do get asked about kids from like family and friends, and this is a really quick and easy way to just be like, no, I don't want them. I think that's it. So if you guys enjoyed, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you don't want kids either, let me know, because that will be a fun bonding topic, because kids are really scary. Yeah. Sorry, my back hurts. I've been sitting at a weird position. Sitting this close is just not used to it. I'm not used to it. And also, yeah, and also if the quality is a bit different in this video, it's because my camera hasn't been working, so I'm filming this on my phone. So if it's a bit different, then you know why. But that's also why, because it's not a camera, I'm sitting so close to the screen that I feel I'm sitting in an odd position, so my back kind of hurts. And also, if I move, that happens. See you guys all in my next video.